Now on 12, a busy night at Kings Plaza Mall as shoppers are rushing around to get their last-minute holiday gifts.
Plus, a Kensington woman looking for answers tonight after she says the mobile payment app Venmo questioned one of her transactions because of a phrase she used.
Thanks for joining us. This is News 12 Brooklyn. Merry Christmas and Happy Hanukkah. I'm Michelle Devone.
I'm Jessica Cunnington. If you were still scrambling to shop today, you were not alone, but you kind of have to hurry up because the clock is ticking here.
That's right. Last minute shopping and shoppers hitting the stores around the city tonight searching for that perfect gift. And News 12 Brooklyn's Hannah Klieger is with those shoppers at Kings Plaza tonight. Hannah.
That's right, the mall just closed for the night, but we saw so many shoppers rushing around, their arms full of shopping bags. Now, we have a lot of big shopping days throughout the year, but it's really rare to see Kings Plaza as busy as we saw it today. Everywhere we looked, we saw dozens, if not hundreds of shoppers, their arms full of bags as they picked up those last-minute gifts for their friends and their loved ones. There are gift wrapping stations set up around the mall to help put a final touch on the presents that will be under the tree tonight. Holiday shopping can be daunting for people who really want to put a lot of thought into a good gift. So some people I spoke to say they put it off until Christmas Eve sneaks up on them. I spoke to one woman who says she's never done that before. She's glad it all worked out, but she definitely won't wait until the last minute anymore.
I'm a decorator procrastinator. I normally shop early, decorate late. This year it's a little bit reverse, and I promise you that I will never do it again. I'd rather decorate my house late than buy gifts late. I am so not a fan of this crowd.
And of course, as you may know, there are a lot of big deals and discounts after Christmas if you can wait until then. But Kings Plaza Mall will be closed tomorrow and will reopen again on the 26th. At Kings Plaza Mall, Hannah Klieger, News 12 Brooklyn.
Look, getting a little crazy over there, Hannah, but everyone's clearing out. So hopefully we get you home too soon.
Thank you for that.
Well, we also found plenty of Brooklynites racing to pick up last-minute treats for the table as well. The line stretched out the door at Allen's Bakery over in Prospect Lefferts Gardens today. Families, of course, stocking up on all their favorite traditional Caribbean goodies.
And over on Arthur Avenue in the Bronx, we found extremely long lines with people preparing for their festive feasts, line wrapping around the block outside Casa della Mozzarella and the retail market. Some people telling us they'd been waiting since 4 in the morning. People have their favorite holiday foods and they'll go to all ends to stick to tradition.
We know that. And have you ever come home from work to find a package that was supposed to be delivered to your doorstep or your porch, but it's nowhere to be found?
Well, this guy was just arrested and charged with doing just that, swiping packages up in the Bronx. Well, now one 23-year-old here in our borough says he has a solution.
Gabriel Cepeda said he had an expensive package of his own disappear, so he decided to create Pickups Technologies. It's a Google Chrome extension that allows people to have their packages sent to a neighbor rather than being left out in the open for potential thieves. Pickups Technologies worked with 150 online retailers. It costs shoppers $5.99 per order, and then the vetted neighbors holding on to the packages get between $3 and $5 per pickup.
Some of our customers that have told us, I was like, so how do you deal with packages in your area? How do you receive them? It's like, you don't. You don't even waste the time. You just ship it to a neighbor maybe in some other borough, and then you go pick it up from your cousin or something.
Right now, the service is only available in Williamsburg and Greenpoint, but Cepeda says his team is hoping to expand to the entire borough in the next couple of months, and then Manhattan by summertime.
Police are trying to track down a group of men wanted for questioning in a pair of robberies targeting subway station newsstands. Take a look at this video released by police. We're told the men you see here hit 2 newsstands this month. The most recent robbery happening at the Borough Hall station on Sunday, and police say 4 men beat the 53-year-old employee and stole cash and candy. The first incident was reported at the Atlantic Avenue station on December 16th. Police say a 49-year-old employee was assaulted and robbed at knife point. Both victims refused medical attention.
The NYPD also needs your help finding 2 men wanted for questioning after a gun was fired in East Flatbush last week. These photos here, this happened last Tuesday night on Newkirk Avenue when 2 men that you see in these photos approached a bystander on the street and flashed a gun at them, according to police. One of the men then fired a shot up into the air. The victim, though, was not hurt. So if you have any information on any of the crimes we just told you about, call Crime Stoppers, 1-800-577-TIPS.
Meanwhile, a Kensington woman claims a fun lunch with her friends at a Bronx restaurant took an ugly turn.
Yeah, she says an Islamic phrase triggered a response from mobile payment app Venmo, stopping the transaction. News 12 Brooklyn's Katie Vasquez explains what happened.
Shahana Hanif was enjoying lunch with friends Saturday at Al-Aqsa restaurant in the Bronx.
I was using Venmo to pay my friend for the food, and I immediately got a notification that said that this transaction was being reviewed by their compliance team.
The Kensington native who was running for city council then received this email a few hours later.
Specifically asked for what the purpose was and the name of the location, if applicable.
While the transaction eventually went through, she believes her description of the payment using the name of the Starling Avenue restaurant, Al-Aqsa, triggered a response from Venmo.
It means the farthest mosque, and it is among the holiest sites within Islam. So it's an impactful phrase. It means something, and it's an obvious Islamic terminology.
The Brooklynite was never told why the message was flagged. Meanwhile, she turned her frustrations to Twitter.
And many users also were just chiming in, explaining that other descriptions they've used that are obviously Muslim, whether it's the word Quran or Muhammad, those transactions were also being flagged.
Hanif is unsure if she will continue using the service, but says the experience has hurt her deeply.
I'm sharing in whatever language is being documented and flagged. And this is dehumanizing.
In Kensington, Katie Vasquez, News 12.
And we did reach out to Venmo several times and have not received a response from them.
We will, of course, let you know once we hear back.
Let's now, though, get to our hyperlocal forecast on this Christmas Eve. We are checking in with Daryl.
Oh,
Another
yeah.
nice day, though.
Oh, another beautiful day, above average temperatures, this time by about 10 degrees or so. And the question is the trend going to continue? We're looking nice and quiet outdoors right now. We're not looking at any precip out there for several days to come. Winds are coming in from a northerly direction, fairly light, so these temperatures that are around the middle 30s and upper 30s will kind of stay pretty close to the mark there. We're going to continue to see some clouds overhead, but nothing is going to bring us any rainfall. We have dry weather. The next best chance of seeing any wet weather will be a spotty shower or two on Friday, and as we get into the second half of the week and early next week, you're going to need the umbrellas once again. Mostly clear, cold. North winds will be light. We'll see our temperatures staying in the 30s as we go through the overnight. Now we'll take a look at that hyperlocal 7-day forecast. Help you out with the next 5 to 7 days. In about 10 minutes, you're watching News 12 Brooklyn.
Daryl, thanks.
All right, we have a recall alert for you tonight involving some products from Trader Joe's. Trader Joe's egg salad and old-fashioned potato salad were recalled due to possible Listeria contamination, and the products were removed from stores out of an abundance of caution. Customers who already purchased it are advised to throw it away or return it to any Trader Joe's for a full refund. Symptoms of infection can include high fever, severe headaches, stiffness, nausea, abdominal pain, and diarrhea. No illnesses have been reported.
42% of all adults in the United States have credit card debt, but surprisingly, Americans worth 6 figures are the most likely to owe. So that's according to a new survey by consumer financial services company Bankrate. The company found that 58% of people with a net worth of more than $100,000 owe at least $2,500, and 39% owe at least $5,000. The survey found the most common reason for owing money on credit cards was paying for day-to-day expenses like groceries and childcare. The survey also found Generation Xers, people between 39 and 54, are most likely to carry credit card debt, followed by baby boomers.
And Kevin Spacey is wishing the world a Merry Christmas in a very unique way. The actor posted this nearly minute-long video on YouTube today. In it, he channels his House of Cards character Frank Underwood as he wishes for more kindness in the world and in the new year. The video is titled KTWK, the acronym for Kill Them with Kindness. Spacey has been entirely absent on social media this year after fighting sexual assault allegations in court.
And just days after dropping a new single, Ed Sheeran is taking a break from entertaining. The 28-year-old announced his plans for a hiatus on Instagram today. He said he wants some time to travel, write, and read. Sheeran thanks his fans for their support and promises to return with more music, but he says he needs some time to live a little to find more inspiration.
Good for him. And while Sheeran backs off a bit, well, Justin Bieber is back. He's coming out with his first album in 5 years, a single, a documentary series, and a world tour. The single Yummy is set for release January 3rd. The tour begins May 14th in Seattle. No release date has been announced for the album.
And a Michigan zoo welcoming an adorable baby penguin into the world. Saginaw Children's Zoo is celebrating the birth of an African penguin. She was born 2 days before Thanksgiving. Her name is Gobbles. Perfect. The zoo says she is healthy, growing quickly. The species is endangered too, so the zoo is ecstatic about this new addition.
And firefighters in Australia paused while battling flames to help out a thirsty koala caught in the middle of the blaze. A member of the volunteer brigade said on Facebook they were taking a break when they saw the koala. The animal seemed nice and took a seat and began drinking calmly from the bottle. As you can see, the firefighter said the animal was disoriented, but it did not appear to be injured.
You're watching News 12 Brooklyn. Local news, local weather, local traffic, local matters.